Yeah, I'll tell you right now, just stay in the street. Boys, I follow my footprints.
What?
So dragging stuff away.
Easter Street was all right?
No, finance
Easter
committee.
Street was all right?
The street was fine, yeah.
What about those driveways?
Oh, yeah. And ice, I couldn't believe it. Next day, I got my tractor started and blew it away, blew my neighbor's stuff away. And ice, I must have had that much ice.
I've been trying to hold it in.
It was
Oh,
terrible.
let me log in.
Yeah.
Well, no, it didn't, because you're not any further
Okay,
than
so
that.
where's your house space?
Oh, logged in as.
Okay,
No, actually, it's.
I'm going to call the Finance Committee meeting to order Tuesday, February 26th, 2019 at 5:45 PM. Would you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now I didn't log in, so has everybody logged in? And we have to hit present when it comes up?
Finance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ignore me. Roll call.
Alderman Wolf,
Here.
Alderman Kubaki,
Here,
Alderman Madden,
Here.
and Mayor Chevarati.
Here.
We have a quorum present.
Public meeting notice,
This meeting was noticed in accordance with the open meeting law.
and then approval of the January 22nd, 2019 minutes.
move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. License approvals, recommend approval of operator licenses.
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion?
You have a sheet for the vouchers? No.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's approved. Review and recommendation regarding operator application submitted by Trenton Garsky.
Mr. Garsky, are you here? Could you come on up? You don't have to stand, but you could just sit in the first chair here. I don't want to put you on the spot. We want to get you up closer just in case anybody has questions for you. This is for an operator license, and I think Mr. Garsky was pretty much called in because he's got some issues that the committee, I guess, should know about. There was an OWI, was that in 2010 maybe? Okay, so 2010 or so. And then you had another one in 2014, and now you've got a third, which is pending. What's the situation of the pending one? It's in circuit court, right? So what do you think is going to happen with it? So you think you're going to plead guilty though to it, or? Okay, all right. So that'll be 3 OWIs, and you know, when you look at these things, you look at is it substantially related to the idea of selling alcohol or selling or serving. But what you'd need to know is there's a new law took effect in August of last year, which makes it a lot more difficult for this committee to deny a license. So not only does it have to be substantially related, but it has to be a certain offense. And the offenses that the statute put in there are some really bad stuff. We're talking homicide, we're talking sexual assault. So he doesn't have any of that. So basically what I'm telling you is you really can't deny this license, but you could ask questions or reiterate the importance of having a license in the city of Muskego if you had questions for him.
Can we do it like we've done in the past to have a review?
You could issue the license and have a review. You just can't deny it based on the new law.
So just refresh my memory, were we granting the license for a certain period of time, or are we doing it for the full period of time with reviews? I can't remember. We,
You've
done
done
it
it,
both
sometime, you
ways,
know, you
right?
could just grant it for the whole year, or you could say, we'll grant it for 6 months, 3 months,
And
and
then
you want to
upon
have a
review.
review. You could do it that way too. That kind of holds the person a little bit,
Yeah.
if that's what you're looking at.
And normal license period is 2 years.
Jill, 2 years or 1 year?
It's, the first license is through 2 June 30th.
Are you on? Can't hear you.
The first license period is through 2 June 30th, so depending on when it's issued.
Oh,
It could be almost a full 2 years, it could be a year and a half. In this case, this gentleman's license would expire in June of 2020.
so,
A little more than a
So
year.
a year and a half, yeah.
well, he has a case pending and he says, and he's been ticketed, right?
Yeah,
So-
there's a, when you have OWIs, anything after your first is a crime. So he's got a criminal OWI pending right now.
So OWI is operating?
I'm sorry, operating while intoxicated.
Okay.
And there's probably a BAC, blood alcohol content, that goes with that. Were you over .15? So if he's over .15, 0.08 is the legal limit that you can basically have in your system. He was almost double that. So he'll have to have an ignition airlock device on every vehicle that he owns or that he drives. So there'll be penalties along with the OWI.
Were you coming back from work then?
So how do you get to work then? Okay.
So where's the license for? I'm sorry, I didn't see that on here.
A Walgreens, I think, is that where you're working? At Walgreens?
Oh,
It would be different if I were sitting here telling you guys, you could deny this based on all this, but because he doesn't have the other offenses, which is good, doesn't have any of those other
And
offenses.
this one's
you really-
pending, so I mean, there's not a guilty on this either, other than his admission.
Correct. I don't know how, so those cases, is that Milwaukee County or Waukesha? Milwaukee, so those cases in Milwaukee can take 6 months is not unusual.
So this is just a license for Walgreens in general to sell liquor, or for him to sell liquor at Walgreens?
Jill, is this to sell liquor at?
It's an operator's license. He's currently working at Walgreens, which has a Class A
Okay, so
license.
he'll-
And so he would potentially be selling, but the license allows him to work
Anywhere.
anywhere.
And he hasn't
in
had
Muskego.
any problems selling to anybody underage or anything there? I don't know, I think what we should do is what we've done in the past, do the 6-month review and make sure everything's good. I mean, if he's, he says he's gonna give up his car, but we don't know that, so I mean, that's my opinion, I don't know what you guys think.
Is that a motion?
To approve it for the duration
Oh,
of
we
a
were just
review.
talking. Yeah, we can make it a motion if that sounds good, I mean,
I just wanted to make sure I
go ahead.
understood it.
okay, let's make it a motion.
Motion for like a 6-month review?
Right,
So grant it and then have a 6-month review.
That's what I was trying to, okay.
right.
Are you granting it for the entire period of time, or do you want it to expire in 6 months?
Well, I guess the question would be with the new laws, can we make it expire in 6 months?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can't, we'd have to grant it with
Okay.
a
That's
review.
why I'm,
Grant it for the
And then
whole
we'd have to go
term.
after revoking then? Is
Yes,
that how
then
it would
you'd-
work
then
now?
Then you'd be into the revocation, but, the law's just making it so hard for you guys now to revoke even too. So you're pretty much granting it and just kind of reviewing to bring them back in to kind of put them on the spot and ask some more questions, kind of like what you're doing tonight.
Okay, sounds
But if there
good.
isn't anything, he doesn't have to come in.
Correct.
Correct?
If there's nothing wrong, why make them?
Right, right.
Okay.
Just so-
anything wrong related to what?
Well, related-
Did this or related to the, because this isn't related.
Well, to an
Am I
alcohol charges or drug, any type of abuse charge, right? That's what we're.
Right, it would have to be a big charge. It'd have to be one of these other things in the statute, which are pretty much, like I say, high-end, high-level crimes.
Not for what is here today,
Right.
because that
So if
would
he
be
gets another
irrelevant.
OWI, it doesn't matter.
Correct.
That's correct. That's the law. Thank your legislators for that one.
That's a dandy.
So your motion is to approve for the year and a 6-month review if
Right. If
For the
there's something
duration.
on the record, you have to come in and talk to us.
Right.
that relates.
Otherwise,
Okay.
and then we'll notify them if we need them to come in, right?
Right, yes.
Just so you understand how it works.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
Any further discussion?
Can you tell us a little bit in your priors? I mean, are these all related to the same type of situation or?
Have you done any programs or anything for alcohol? Doesn't help you.
I mean, I hate to see you hurt yourself or hurt someone else. I mean, these are some pretty tough situations. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask you, how did you get here tonight? Your mother? Okay. I just wondered, because I didn't see anybody else here, so you said you're going to give up driving, so I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay, anything else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, is approved. And you understand that we'll only contact you if there's a reason to. Otherwise, you have it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Did you want to pick up the license, or do you want us to mail it to you? Okay, thanks.
Okay, and then we have a 6-month review for operator Brooke Berthelson.
I don't think there's anything on that one, right, Jill?
Correct.
She's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Recommend approval of temporary license to sell fermented malt beverages and wine, Anita's Dance Companies Incorporated Ballroom Dancing Event, March 1st.
Motion
Oh,
approved.
this is in the nick of time.
Yeah,
She just got in.
I guess.
Yeah.
So, we had a motion? Do we have a second? Second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved. New business. Approve funding for new live scan system for the police department. Does anybody want to know
Move to
anything about it? Okay, oh, okay.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved. You're off the hook.
You gotta stay.
Yeah.
You gotta stay for the closed session.
Recommend Muskego Community Festival, Inc. and City of Muskego lease agreement for the Veterans Memorial Park Pavilion. Jeff, you might want to just mention that they've agreed to it. They've signed it already, actually.
They signed it. We asked for insurance. They gave me the insurance. It's pretty much all set. It's fine. It's ready to go.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved. Recommend recommend reduction of letter of credit for Edgewater Heights 2 subdivision.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved. And then recommend award of bid for portable toilet facility services, Porta John.
Move to approve.
Second.
I
Any
have
go
a
ahead.
question. We do this every year, or is this just?
No,
This is new?
no. Yeah.
We haven't had porta potties
No,
anywhere.
we aren't going to do, we haven't done it in a while, so that was kind of a check and balance to make sure we're getting good prices, but no, we don't normally do that. So we won't do it
And why
next
are we
year.
doing it now?
I just said a check and balance, they wanted to go out and get other prices, but we
Oh, no, I
won't be
mean, but
doing
we
it.
have the facilities, the porta potties, whatever you want to
Oh, we
call
do get porta
They're-
potties.
they're
That's
at-
for all the parks.
them. At all the sites, we do.
Yes, mm-hmm.
But I see it's only select parks. Is there a reason for that?
Because some parks have bathrooms.
Well,
And then
Idaho-
some
does Idaho-
parks, I don't really know.
Idaho has a bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And we're adding one there?
I think it's the handicap. Don't they have an extra handicap?
Handicap?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know how we select all the parks and which parks, why we're not selecting the other parks. I just question.
Well, this has been, yeah, and it's been going on for a long
don't know.
time. It's based on the use too. I mean, I guess if they need extra stalls for a lot of sporting events, they'll have some extras for that too.
Okay, I just wanted, I didn't know if anything changed, anything's different, or,
I don't think anything changed.
okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved. Voucher report or approval?
Motion to approve utility vouchers in the amount of $40,163.35.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved.
Motion to approve tax vouchers in the amount of $2,177.28.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved.
Motion to approve general fund vouchers in the amount of $865,522.50.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved.
And motion to approve wire transfers for payroll transmittals in the amount of $359,911.89.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved. No finance director's report, and I have no other communications or miscellaneous business.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
Can you stop it? Just wait a couple seconds. You have to wait a couple seconds.
Okay, I have to put this down because it's melting.
What good is approving licenses?
I know.
Why do we even approve them anymore?
You're almost, your hands are so tied.
Yeah.